important is it for your starting pitcher on Friday to set the tone for the weekend, like Cal did with 11 punch-outs?
Oh, it was awesome. Flo and Grady did a great job this week. Made some adjustments with Cal in his delivery, and I thought it really showed. I think the velocity ticked up a little bit, and you could tell the way it was coming out of the hand, and the fastball was really exploding. And I thought his conviction too, just kind of throwing through the catcher, was huge. And he had that ride, he had the cut ride going, and you could just tell that kind of he had a mission tonight to go out and set the tone for the weekend. It was nice having him back on Friday too. It hadn't been a couple weeks since he's been out there, and I thought he just did a heck of a job.
How important is it for your pitchers to reach a high induced vertical break in this day and age of analytics?
Oh, it's so hard as a hitting guy, as a hitting coach. It's so hard to game plan against that because you want to tell them to push the ball down, but you don't want to tell them to push the ball down too much because then you're susceptible to the breaking ball down after the high fastball. So, the ball looks like it's at your belt, and then all of a sudden it's up and at the eye level. So, especially when you're 6'5" like that and you're already on top of the hitter in the release point, it's such a huge advantage.
How impressive to see the metrics that Scolari's showing at a young age.
Yeah, it's just a freak talent. He's just he's blessed with a great arm, and I just think he just continues to get better and better. Right? You could have that ability, that talent, but also the ability to continue to make adjustments along the way, and not let the talent kind of override you. And he's done just a heck of a job of continuously working. He's a student of the game, and it's awesome to see him and the fruits of his labor show up on a night like this tonight.
His kind of biggest problem has been walks. Have you guys been able to address that with him? Being a young pitcher, he still had a decent amount tonight.
Yeah.
Seems like he's limited it over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think you can get away with it when you strike out 11, and the 5 walks there. I think he had a hit by pitch in there too, but giving up only 1 hit, and just the limiting the base runners, the free 90s, if you will, that we call it, but with only 1 hit, that allowed him to be able to be successful tonight. And again, I give Flo a ton of credit with just speeding up his delivery, which allowed him to be more in the strike zone tonight.
What happened on that hit on the sacrifice play that ended up being a knock, miscommunication with Lobliner and Beltre? Thought it was going to go foul.
Yeah, I think it's just Lobby just told him like, hey, let it go, and Belt trusted his teammate and backed off, and it's one of those incidents that ball was close to the line, and Lobby making an aggressive call there, which is what he's supposed to do. You're going to fail aggressive. We're going to fail aggressive in our program, and luckily that didn't bite us, and I thought Cal responded well with that, and so did the team, and not let that really cave in on us, and we kept on competing, and Cal did a good job of getting us out of that inning.
Cody comes in, gives up a leadoff double, and then he strands him too. So what do you say about the way the pitchers have kind of handled the adversity here?
Awesome. God, Hayden just did such a great job. Non-X there after the leadoff double, first and second, nobody out. Gets a big strikeout and gets us out of the inning on the ground ball to short, I believe it was. And no flinch mentality. Just hey, keep on, get the next hitter. Right, you give up a leadoff double there and kind of gets them going a little bit. They're fired up and in a tie game in that spot, and gets a huge shutdown right there for us to come back. And that was the inning we were able to put up 8.
Offensively, you started off the game with another leadoff home run out of Jack Gurovich. It's paid a lot of dividends for you. Pretty big inning there in the first thing, at least getting guys on. How important is it to run pitch counts up that early?
Yeah, that first inning was great. Getting 6 guys at the plate, and that's always our goal. Hey, we're gonna make you work. We might not get hits right away out of the gate, but we're gonna make you work and earn it. And keep praising these guys again for if you get out, whatever. If you're having tough at bats, long at bats, work the count. Keep grinding out at bats, because the more you do that, it's gonna wear him down. And eventually it's going to pay off for us, and we're not so focused on results. We're not so focused on getting hits. Focus on having good at-bats, quality at-bats, and then the hits will come. And great to have Jack set that tone. They'll go 1-0 in the first again.
What made Barrett so challenging second time through the order as he went through?
I give him credit. He's just throwing strikes. He's doing a good job of mixing the changeup in there a couple times with the lefties, mixing the breaking ball. He's fastball heavy, and the fastball's a good pitch because he's got some ride to it. And I thought he did a good job, and I thought we did a good job too. I thought our bats were good. We were on the barrel multiple times. We didn't get much to show for it. Gerv lines out to short. Lobliner lines in a 6-4-3 double play. on the barrel. A lot of good at bats all the way through, and again, I give a lot of credit to the bottom of our order. I thought Aiden Howard did a heck of a job adjusting there. His last 2 at bats, he gets a 2-strike knock to left, another 2-strike double to left center, and he's as good as anybody when he hits the ball the other way. And then Mydrot's just doing his thing at the bottom of the order. I mean, he's turning the lineup over, and it's like gold. Sometimes, you don't see it in the box score that he gets hits and that, but I mean, he's just tough at bats, hit by pitch, walk, turns it over, gets our best hitter up as many times as possible with guys on base, which is huge, and that's Gurvich. So Maj is just doing a great job down there, and then 2 freshmen coming up big tonight, which was awesome, hitting those big 2 home runs. That was great to see.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. AJ and Rex, 2.8 and 2.9, hitting some bombs tonight as freshmen. How have you seen them, kind of grow into their D1 selves now in their first year?
That's total confidence and fearless. I mean, those 2 guys all year. We've been asking a lot out of them, and you got to ride the wave with it. Them being young, the inexperience isn't there, but the confidence is there. And sometimes it's good when you don't have the experience. You have nothing to lose but just to play free and play confidently, and that's why those 2 guys have been in the lineup each and every day. I mean, Belt's starting to get the power numbers come up now, and just tough at bats, not letting one at bat affect another. And I can't even say enough about Rex Watson and how many big hits that guy's had for us, and RBIs and big spots, and the moment's never too big for him. And it was cool to see both of those guys have some success, especially with 2 outs too.
Giordano came in with a 9-run lead, so not a lot of pressure, but he was really humming the ball high below on his fastball tonight.
We've asked a lot out of him. I mean, he's transitioned into a new position, and that tonight was as electric as it gets, I think. Multiple pitches for strikes, changeup for a strike, breaking ball for a strike, fastball, pounding the zone, and no matter how hard you throw, even though he throws hard, you throw multiple pitches like that for strikes, it's tough to defend, and it was great to see him close out the game like that tonight.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.